Hey guys, I am recording my first tutorial in quite some time. I wanted to edit this image for you and show you a couple of the new sky overlays that are coming out in the newest collection. And I don't think I've recorded a tutorial since Photoshop introduced the sky replacement tool. So I thought I would do a quick tutorial for you guys. This is a straight out of camera image from the beach last night in Panama City. It was a salon from Tennessee. And as you can see, they wanted color. So that's what we're gonna give them. I'm going to use a preset from the Brilliance collection. That was in the Sun Kiss collection that came out. And I don't think it's in the store, but I'm gonna put it back in the store because I use it for more than just spring images, obviously. This is kind of my go-to for all of my beach images right now. I'm going to tweak this one just a little bit, give them a little bit more pop, add some magenta in there too, I think. And then we're going to click over here and bring it up in Photoshop real quick. That's all the new skies in the new collection. There's 155 of them, so I'm excited about that. Here we are. Let's bring this over here. I don't know why my window keeps doing this. Okay, so the first thing I kind of want to do is, I know this is odd, but I'm going to zoom in on this bird. Well, you know what? That's not the first thing I'm going to do. First thing I'm going to do is my normal actions, arise and shine. That was in the ultimate, or the Kansas collection. And then I always do warm spotlight. And then lastly, I do sharpen noise, and I'm just hitting Command P to play those. Otherwise, you just hit the play button. I'm going to bring that down just a little bit. I'm going to flatten it. I know some people don't do that or don't like to do that, but for the purposes of this tutorial, it's easier. I'm going to go over here and grab the object selection tool to grab my bird. Didn't do that great of a job. I'll grab quick selection with the minus on so I can kind of go around the bird and get him where he needs to be. That went easier the first time I did it. All this to say this little bird. Okay, so I'm going to hit Command J to put him on his own layer so that when we replace the sky, he'll be on top there. So go to Edit and Sky Replacement. Now, if you haven't used this before, you can now load lots of skies in there. I've loaded these from the Ultimate collection in here. It wouldn't let me load all of them, so I don't know if there's a limit or if I just got an error. But anyways, you're just going to create a group name. And then you'll go to that one and hit the plus sign and go find your skies and select as many as you want and then hit open, and then they'll populate in here. But I'd already selected this one, and I'll tell you why. Because in my image, the sun is over here, and the sky, the sun is over here. So it's going to line up light-wise perfectly. I'm going to adjust this to where those normally low-lying clouds are still low-lying clouds instead of, you know, bringing the sky down some, because you do have some room to play there. I usually upsize it by just a little bit. And then you can play around if you, with these sliders, it kind of helps you shift the edge if you don't have like that good of a horizon. You can also fade it a little bit more or less. And then you can adjust the temperature and the brightness. You know, like if this was a brighter image, I might do that, but I think I'm going to keep it about where it was. So always put output to a new layer. And this guy was already edited, so we don't have to do the bold sky action that was in the Kansas collection either, because it's already done. So you can see our little bird is still up there. I'm going to click on the sky replacement group, and I'm going to grab my brush. It needs to be soft and at about 60% opacity. And I'm just going to take this part of the sky and bring it back because I want the sun in there. And it blends really well because we picked the right sky. And I usually just drag it down here one time just to give me a little bit of a blend. So I'm going to right click and merge all those layers. As far as this one, I don't know if I would do much else. I might grab a little bit of magenta. I might do a little levels adjustment now that the sky is in there, so I'm kind of blending them together. Command F to flatten. Some people like to add a little bit of extra sunlight, so there's several in the fall collection that you can do that with, or you can just paint it on. This one's a little bit orange around it, so I'm going to do the paint on pumpkin spice and hit play. It's a black mask, so I need to grab a white brush and just do a few clicks right there. It gives us a little bit of something extra. So if you want to see where we came from initially, the straight out of camera image, and as you can see, that did not take long at all. So that's the straight out of camera image, and here's our final. So in less than 10 minutes, and that's with me explaining everything, we did a pretty good job. Some of the stuff that I mentioned in the video, the fall mini workshop and the fall collection are in the store. The fall collection, there's an older collection of sky overlays. The Kansas collection is my go-to for every single thing I do. The Arise and Shine. Oh, there's one thing I was going to do on the other one too, so I'm going to go back. There's the Sun-Kissed actions. That one's really fun because it has fireworks and stuff in it. The Ultimate Collection, this is everything. Now, the Sun-Kissed is the one that has the Brilliance presets in it for Lightroom. The one thing I do want to do is from the Kansas collection, I'm going to pull up, I don't use this on everything, but Sunset Spice. I'm going to do that. Bring it down maybe a notch. Let's bring it down here. So let's merge these so you can see the difference now. There we go. I brought a little bit more warmth and stuff into it. So anyways, there you go. If you have any questions, feel free to comment or DM me. I will be more than happy to help.